This is a presentation of Hawthorne Public Schools and Bears Broadcasting. This is a presentation of Hawthorne Public Schools and Bears Broadcasting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just a note before we begin the ceremony, as a matter of courtesy to our guests and the graduates, we ask that you take a minute to turn off all cell phones, refrain from using any noise-making devices during the ceremony, and for safety purposes, take all videos and photos from your seat, for the aisles must remain clear. Lastly, there is no smoking of any kind on the Board of Education property. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the ceremony. Before we begin, we will observe a moment of silence now in remembrance of Jefferson student Cameron Davis to let the Davis family know that we are all thinking of them during this difficult time. Please stand for the flag salute and stay standing for our national anthem.
Our country's flag stands before us, let us salute it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, and welcome to the 38th anniversary graduation ceremony of Lincoln Middle School. Thank you, Gianna Scola, for singing the national anthem. What a beautiful voice. The flag salute was led by our Student Council President, Madeline Murphy, who will now be making remarks on behalf of the Student Council.
Good evening. My name is Madeline Murphy, Student Council President here at Lincoln Middle School. I would like to give a warm welcome to Mr. Spirito, Mrs. Dever, Mr. Salisbury, members of the Board of Education, teachers, staff, family members, distinguished platform guests, and most importantly, fellow graduates. First of all, I want to say a big congratulations to the LMS class of 2022. We made it. As I sat down to write this speech, I struggled putting into words what these past 3 years have taught me. There are so many things that I have learned as an individual throughout my Lincoln Middle School years. So much friendship, sadness, happiness, love, loss, and memories. I thank God for these people and the impact that they have had on my life. Being a part of the Student Council has taught me so much. This year, we accomplished great things. We held a Thanksgiving food drive and a holiday toy drive, which put smiles on many faces in our community. We also organized the Carnival Dance in May and created various spirit weeks throughout the year. I would like to thank Mr. Tenkate for being an amazing role model and showing me how to best help LMS improve and how to help our community. I also want to thank my Vice President, Isabella Lopez, without whom I would not be able to organize all the different activities and events throughout the year. Thank you, Izzy, for not only being a partner, but also a great friend. At this time, I would like to give recognition to the rest of the 8th grade student council members: Catherine Williamson, Olivia Pissarro, Alfonso Coba, Sebastian Jimenez, and Tatiana Bowden. Thank you for all your support and help this year. Finally, a personal thank you to my brother Jack, my mom, my dad, and all my family near and far, my close friends, and my teachers for constantly pushing me to my potential and standing by me through anything and everything. I'm incredibly proud of my fellow graduates and myself for going through these years with gratitude and positivity. Most of our Lincoln Middle School years have been consumed of COVID regulations and adjusting to a completely different environment inside and outside school. However, through it all, we came together to find the good in the situations we were in. We made the best out of our years together, and we all experienced the same 3 years in middle school in the same not-so-perfect way, but we did it together. We all know the panic when you forgot about the afternoon Google Meets or the struggle to wear masks all day. We finally made it through these years, and I'm so proud of every single one of you. Many of us are going different ways next year for high school, which means we quite possibly may never see the faces that are sitting right next to us on a daily basis again. I would like to take a moment to thank you all for your simple presence in my life. Thank you for being a smile in the crowded hallways, a laugh of relief after a hard test, and for being my friends and classmates. Becoming president for all of you is an achievement that I will cherish along with the memories that LMS has given me. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream." I wish you all the very best in your futures. Congratulations, class of 2022 graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Maddie. At this time, I'm very pleased to announce the Salutatorian of the class of 2022, Catherine Williamson.
Good evening. Welcome to Lincoln Middle School's Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. First, I would like to welcome Mr. Spirito, Mrs. Goff, members of the Hawthorne Board of Education, Mrs. Dever, Mrs. Salisbury, Lincoln Middle School's staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Thank you for being here tonight. To begin, I would like to congratulate one of my close friends in class of 2022, Valedictorian, Olivia Pissarro, who inspired me these past 3 years to always work hard. The title is a well-deserved honor, and I am very grateful to have had Olivia as a part of my middle school experience. As my days as a middle schooler come to an end and I reflect on these last 3 years, I think it can accurately be described that this is not how we envisioned our middle school years would go. Before I officially became a middle schooler, I always imagined middle school to be similar to how it is portrayed in shows and movies. Everyone would be dressed in perfect outfits and have their cliques that they would be a part of. There would be a variety of different school events every month. I didn't quite get the right picture. When I actually started middle school, I was completely unprepared for the reality of it. The crowded hallways, intimidating upperclassmen, and the new environment was truthfully very overwhelming as an incoming 6th grader. After most of the year passed by quickly, I finally adjusted to the very different surroundings that middle school had brought. Then COVID-19 hit. As if dealing with the inner struggles of adjusting to middle school was not enough, dealing with a global pandemic on top of that put a new perspective on how quickly things can change. Everything that was once in person quickly became online, including school. The whole world was in a lockdown, and while we have slowly been emerging, this led to our entire middle school experience being impacted. During this time, the world has felt surreal. There were no shows or movie that would have ever prepared us for what the new typical school life of a middle schooler has become. Due to COVID-19, in 6th grade, we went from in-person to online, while 7th grade was a combination of both. Throughout this, all the grades had to miss out on anticipated events such as Spring Superstars and school dances. Eventually, the awaited 8th grade year began. This year brought us closer to what we once imagined. The year included all the exciting activities that we hoped for. Among them were Winter Superstars, the Valentine's Day Dance, Black Bear Lake, and the Macalusos Dance. We have been fortunate to participate in these given the past circumstances in recent years. A new level of maturity has developed during our 8th grade year, which is a part of the evolution that will assist us when we enter high school. We have lived through middle school years that have not been typical. In fact, we all are a part of a very important time in our generation's history. We will take the lessons that COVID forced on us as we move stronger than ever towards our future. We learned that we are more resilient than we realized. We learned that things change quickly and we can adapt to the new changes. Due to a big portion of these 3 years spent online, we have faced the danger of letting social media create a narrative on who we are supposed to be or act like. But these years have also given us an opportunity to reflect on what is truly important. I know we can take these learnings with us as we move forward. Given the title of Salutatorian, I couldn't help but ponder if this is what a successful moment was supposed to feel like. Honestly, since the first day of middle school, one of my main goals was to have high grades and achieve academic success. When I was informed that I received the honor of Salutatorian, I felt an immense amount of excitement. Soon, that excitement turned into deliberations as to if this is what I've been truly waiting for these past 3 years. As joyful as it felt to hear how well my hard work paid off, I also realized that it is important to not get caught up in titles. Salutatorian, Valedictorian, and Student Council President are all simply the titles of extraordinary stories that are up for you to write. With high school nearing, it is beneficial to be aware that you are the author, editor, and main character of your own story. I would like to acknowledge or salute you all as we move forward. I salute you for being here today to receive diplomas and step into the next chapter of your academic lives. I salute you for your developments throughout these 3 long years, your glow-ups, and for staying on a path to become the best version of yourself you may possibly become. But most importantly, I salute you for being able to get in these seats today because this is the moment we've been waiting for since we began our middle school experience. Finally, I want to give a special thank you to my parents, family members, close friends, and any teachers that encouraged me to stay determined and contributed to who I am today. Along with important people in my life that I am eternally grateful for, I would like to thank Lincoln Middle School for creating wonderful pages and stories for all of us to look back on. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. The following young woman has achieved the highest cumulative grade point average of all the students in the class of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian of our graduating class, Olivia Pissarro.
Good evening and welcome, Mr. Spirito, Mrs. Goff, members of the Hawthorne Board of Education, Mrs. Dever, Mr. Salisbury, Lincoln Middle School staff, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. I would like to start by congratulating my good friend Katie Williamson for being named this year's Salutatorian. It is a well-deserved honor, and I am thankful to have had her not only as a friend, but as someone who could push me to the best of my abilities. Thank you, and I know this is just the beginning of something special for you. To the Lincoln Middle School class of 2022, I am proud to be able to stand before you today and congratulate you all on your graduation from Lincoln Middle School. This is an amazing accomplishment for all of us, as this ceremony is a celebration of all of the hard work that we have put in over the past 3 years in order to prepare us for the next chapter that lies just out of reach. In around 3 months, we'll enter high school. Although our paths might be taking us in different directions, I'm confident that we are all ready to approach this upcoming challenge head on. Despite where you are attending high school next fall, whether it's Hawthorne High School or another school, I am proud of everything that you all accomplish and wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. I hope that your middle school experience was just as memorable and exciting as mine was. Congratulations again on this huge milestone. To my teachers, when I entered Lincoln Middle School as a 6th grader, one of my biggest aspirations was to become a valedictorian. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my teachers from both Jefferson Elementary School and Lincoln Middle School for all of the support and confidence you've had in me over the years. Without you and your ability to push your students, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish this goal of mine. I'm truly grateful. Additionally, I would also like to thank our 8th grade advisors, Mrs. Noggle and Mrs. Jemberg, for helping to make our final year in Lincoln Middle School a memorable experience of its own. To my friends, when I walked the halls of Lincoln Middle School for the very first time as a 6th grader, looking at all of those unfamiliar faces, I would have never imagined that most of those faces would become my friends a few years later. I came to middle school with a very small group of friends and am leaving with so many more. May we always remember the laughs we shared, the obstacles we have overcome, and the memories we created together at our 8th grade dances and our class trip to Black Bear Lake. A memory that sticks out to me when I think about this past year was Winter Superstars, where the 8th grade gym classes competed against each other in a number of activities. Thinking back on it, I think the reason that Winter Superstars was one of my absolute favorite memories was because it was one of the very few moments where we were all together, just simply enjoying one's company. It's crazy to think that we're at the very end of our middle school years, at our very own graduation, an experience that began back at leadership camp. I will forever cherish the memories that we have made together over the years, and am forever grateful that I was able to experience middle school with all of my friends. To our future selves, I know that high school seems scary. We'll be in a new environment, in new buildings, with new teachers, and perhaps new friends. This sounds awfully familiar to all of the emotions that ran through our heads at the very end of 5th grade, moving on to middle school in a new building with new teachers and new people. But just as we overcame those fears then, I'm confident that we're now ready for this new phase of our lives. But in reality, high school is nothing but an opportunity to start over, find what makes you happy, pursue your dreams and aspirations, or maybe even discover new interests or talents. Whatever path you decide to take, enjoy the ride and have some fun. Thank you to all of the family members and friends who have supported us, not only tonight, but during our 3 years at Lincoln Middle School. We could have not done it without your guidance, and we know with certainty we will need you now more than ever as we get ready for the beginning of our next big milestone. I would like to give a special thank you to my family. They have helped shape me into the person that I am and the person that I will continue to be. Without their love and support, I wouldn't have been able to succeed in the ways that I have at Lincoln Middle School. As I move on to high school, I'm going to miss seeing my dad in the hallways, but I know that he'll never be too far away. I would like to leave my classmates with one final thought. There's no script onto how high school should be. It's our job to utilize our growth and character to make it our own story. Thank you and congratulations again to the Lincoln Middle School class of 2022.
Thank you, Olivia, and congratulations again. The LMS 8th grade class advisors are Ms. Jonelle Jenberg and Ms. Tony Noggle. The student council advisor is Mr. Tenke. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank them for all their time and hard work arranging all the 8th grade and student council activities this year. The next part of the program is the presentation of awards. The first award this evening is the Lincoln Middle School Citizenship Award. Mr. Salisbury, Assistant Principal of Lincoln Middle School, has the honor of presenting this award tonight. Mr. Salisbury.
Good evening, everybody. The LMS Citizenship. The winners of this award have made a consistent and thoughtful effort to learn. They have demonstrated a cooperative attitude in the classroom. They have received an O for effort in all subjects on the report card and demonstrate the qualities of a good student and citizen. I will now reveal the winners of the Lincoln Middle School Citizenship Award. This individual is an outstanding student. She worked very hard and actively participated in class all of the time. She always had a positive attitude and has shown growth both academically and socially during her 3 years at LMS. Most importantly, this student is kind and shows gratitude. She had a strong work ethic, was respectful, and overall a great representation of middle school student. She goes above and beyond, but does so in a quiet way. This young woman deserves to be recognized for her outstanding efforts not only this year, but every year at LMS. The female winner for the 2021-2022 LMS Citizenship Award goes to Skylar Bowe. Congratulations, Skylar. Our next recipient. This student has excelled at Lincoln Middle School. He is certainly personable and hardworking. He takes pride in his work, enjoyed coming to school, and demonstrated a positive attitude. He takes accountability and remains respectful to adults and his peers. While in class, he was an active participant and was a great help to his peers. Overall, he was truly a wonderful student. This young man deserves to be recognized for his amazing efforts. He was always willing to help out at LMS in any capacity. The male winner for the 2021-2022 LMS Citizenship Award goes to Andrew Maskell. Andrew.
Each year, Hawthorne's American Legion Post 199 Commander Doug Tennis presents to one male and one female graduate the American Legion Award. The winners of this award best demonstrate honor, courage, scholarship, leadership, service, character, and companionship. Mr. Tennis cannot attend tonight, therefore Mr. Bertolo will be presenting the award on behalf of Mr. Tennis.
It's my honor to represent Commander Doug Tennis and the American Legion Post 199 tonight in presenting the 2022 American Legion Youth School Award. The American Legion School Award is the highest honor given to an individual who has displayed the qualities, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service throughout their middle school days. The male recipient this year is recognized by the LMS staff as a student that takes his work very seriously. He is conscientious yet quiet. This student is always willing to lend a helping hand. He is well liked by his peers and teachers. He is always there to help a friend and work as a team. We have counted on him to take new students under their wing and be a mentor and friend to them. A teacher states, if she could have a class full of replicas of this student, it would be a more than ideal class. It is with great honor and pride that I present this year's American Legion Youth Award to John Lopez. The female recipient of the American Legion Award is a hard-working individual. She exudes strength and others naturally follow her lead. She is mature and compassionate. She is determined and goal-oriented. She consistently puts herself in the best position to succeed both in the classroom and on the field. Her success can be attributed to her willingness to engage with her peers and teachers during daily lessons. She is a leader and a role model to her fellow classmates and is well deserving of this recognition. It is with great honor and pride that I present this year's American Legion Youth Award to Olivia Pizarro. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2022.
The President's Excellence in Education Award is earned each year by 8th grade graduates across the country that have met the following criteria: a cumulative average of 90 or higher from grade 6 through the end of the second marking period of grade 8. The Presidential Award certificates will be given to our winners at the 8th grade breakfast tomorrow. The most prestigious academic award that LMS bestows on its graduates is the Edith R. Greenow Award. The late Miss Greenow was a former Washington School principal who, along with her staff, presented academic achievement awards to their top scoring 8th graders. 38 years ago, when the middle school was formed, this award was created and named in her honor. To win the Greenow Award, a graduate must have a 3-year cumulative GPA of 93 or higher through the end of the third marking period of 8th grade. This year's winners will be presented with the Greenow pin at the 8th grade breakfast and pool party tomorrow. As I read the winners' names, please stand and remain standing until all the names are announced. 2022 Greenow Award winners: Brielle Backer, Jonathan Barbarisi, Emma Bango, Skylar Bowe, Tatiana Bowden, Joseph Brzezinski, Amelia Buccieri, Bryn Bushhoven, Ajim Kane, Valentina Castaldo, Finn Craven, Anthony DeLallo, Jalen DeLellis, Amelia Dewhurst, Aiden Downey, Mackenzie Doyle, Nicholas Dragone, Hayden Edwards, Mia Gammon, Sebastian Gill, Simone Green, Sienna Hernandez, John Kenworthy, Victoria King, Julia Corpix, Michelle Lamps, Isabella Lopez, John Lopez, John Marshall, Cynthia Martinez, Jake Melendez, Addison Mene, Ian Metzler, Madeline Murphy, Diego Navarro, Emmanuel Navarro Mata, Haley Neeb, Ryan O'Gara, Jackson Parsons, Olivia Pissarro, Natalie Pena, Nicole Pena, Gianna Scola, Jordan Soma, Camille Swallow, Peter Sarka, Sarah Teixeira, Sasha Tirado, Marielle Vanderpool, Lola Villarreal, Catherine Williamson, Sabora Jafari, and Adam Eunice. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Vice President of the Board of Education, Alex Clavijo.
Good evening. It is a privilege to address you on behalf of the Hawthorne Board of Education. Congratulations to all, including family and friends. Graduates, let me ask you a simple, or maybe not so simple question. Who are you? Not what is your name, but who are you? At your age, you've probably already been asked, what do you want to do? The question, however, should be, who do you want to be? Because if you're clear about who it is that you want to be, the hows will work themselves out. After all, it is said that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That being said, let me ask you again, who are you? And more importantly, who do you want to be? A scientist, an entertainer, an educator, an explorer, an entrepreneur, an artist, or maybe even a philanthropist. As Mark Twain put it, the two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. I must warn you though, it's not going to be an easy task. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows, Rocky Balboa said in one of his movies. This holds especially true when you're shooting for the stars. The farther you run, the bigger the dreams, the more audacious the goals, the lonelier the pursuit can be. It'll be a true challenge, a worthy one, but a challenge nevertheless. However, if you're up for the challenge, it all starts with your mind. Listen to what the good book has to say on it. Romans 12:2 reads, "Be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." The dictionary defines a transformer as somebody or something that affects a transformation. Do you have what it takes to be one? Are you willing to sacrifice for it? Is there more to you than meets the eye? We happen to believe that you have what it takes, and the world will be the better for it. You can, you will, you must. Remember to not fear failure, but be paranoid of regret. Parents, it is said, bend the twig and so the tree will grow. It may seem like what we're saying at this age falls on deaf ears, but our young men and women are definitely watching to see if we walk the talk. We've gotten them this far, let's help them successfully cross the finish line. Graduates, just like middle school has gone by in what may seem like the blink of an eye, high school will too. Before you know it, we'll be meeting on the same stage, but you, as high school graduates, at that point, you will be, for the most part, already on your way. We look forward to meeting the persons you will have become. Take advantage of the fresh start this next stage provides. Live your life by design. Make it a masterpiece. Don't let it just happen. Don't settle. Maintain high standards. Write down your goals. Review them often. Pursue them with tenacity. Establish daily disciplines. Find support systems and models for your goals. Own your days, and the rest will take care of itself. Aristotle said it best over 2,000 years ago. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. In closing, I encourage you to be transformers, to enjoy the journey, to dream big, grind hard, and in the words of American writer Ralph Waldo Emerson, to not go where the path may lead, but instead to go where there is no path and leave a trail. Thank you, congratulations, and go Bears.
Thank you, Mr. Clavijo. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Richard Spirito.
Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here, and I always love standing here in front of this very large crowd. So again, I want to just start by welcoming our graduates, our Board of Education members, our administrators, faculty, staff, our alumni, and I saw some of you here tonight, family members and friends. Graduation is an exciting time that brings together our closest friends and family. And as I said, I'm so happy to be here to celebrate the Lincoln Middle School class of 2022. I would like to begin by offering a special welcome to the parents who are here with us tonight to share in the joy of watching your child participate in their 8th grade graduation. Your support and encouragement have been essential to your child's success. You've helped them overcome many unprecedented challenges over the past 3 years, and for that, you deserve special recognition. So I would like to just give all of our parents a big round of applause and thank them. But I would also like to recognize the faculty here at Lincoln Middle School who have mentored and guided these middle school students during these challenging times. Your efforts have been instrumental to the intellectual growth and the achievements we celebrate today. So on behalf of the Board of Education and the administration, we want to thank all of our faculty members who are here and those who aren't as well. Thank you, faculty. To the class of 2022, well, congratulations, you made it. That's right, you made it, congratulations. And tonight, we celebrate that achievement. However, regardless of your age, generation, or background, many think of graduation as a time to say farewell and look back on lessons learned, adventures shared, and bright moments filled with special meaning. I know we would all agree that the last 3 years have brought their share of adventures for sure. However, instead of dwelling on the past, I hope our graduating class will see today as a new beginning, a time to look forward, set new goals, dream new dreams, and spread their wings and see what lies ahead. Graduates, everyone here shares in the excitement of what lies ahead for each of you. As you begin your high school years and the next phase of your educational journey, I hope you'll take a moment to remember your parents, teachers, and friends who supported you along the way. As graduates of Lincoln Middle School, you stand ready to move forward as young adults who are prepared for the new and exciting experiences that await you in high school. We hope your path will be straight and true, and your destination will be filled with happiness, promise, and success. So graduates, as you prepare to enter high school, remember that your future success is up to you. Take advantage of the academic opportunities that come your way. Follow your passion and stay true to who you are. And as each of you pursues your individual dreams with your own special talents, remember, it is not what you have, it is what you do that defines you. However, before you begin your transition to high school, please allow me to share some thoughts that may be useful. So, graduates, I encourage each of you to G, go for it. R, reach for the stars. A, aspire to greatness. D, dare to dream. U, use your talents. A, always be yourself. T, treasure your friendships. And E, enjoy life. Class of 2022, remember that each graduating class is unique, and each of you will have your own special memories of your years at Lincoln Middle School. You've worked hard and overcome many challenges over the last 3 years, and we will never forget your effort, your resilience, and your perseverance. On behalf of everyone associated with the Hawthorne Public Schools, I wish you the excitement of future goals, the anticipation of many wonderful opportunities ahead, and a feeling of pride for all that you have and will accomplish. I hope that you will continue to follow your dreams and enjoy the journey. Congratulations again to our parents, and congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Spirito. Good evening. Imperfections, flaws, we all have them. Both external and internal imperfections exist in each one of us. Personally, I have a scar on my chin, my hair is turning gray more each year, I'm an overthinker, and I am my toughest critic. One of the reasons that I became an educator is because I am a fixer. I want to believe I can fix everything and make everything perfect. These are just a few of my imperfections. For me, this year, the universe was not short on wake-up calls. I learned that everything can't always be perfect. I also came to the realization that I cannot fix everything and that I cannot control everything either. However, What I can control is my responses, and when I'm not satisfied with my response, I can take ownership of my own actions and words. We cannot control the cards we are dealt, but we can control how we play the hand. I have also realized that I cannot focus on all of the wrong things happening, but instead, I can try my very best to appreciate what is going on well and be thankful in the moment. Practicing gratitude is something that I continue to work on each day. Speaking of gratitude, I would like to thank everyone here in the audience tonight for supporting these graduates. Graduates, let's show them our support and appreciation with some applause and cheering. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that this year was a challenge as we can continue to navigate a new normal. Your support and guidance is key in the path each of these graduates will take. With that being said, I want to share a brief story to keep in mind when supporting and guiding these young adults on their journey throughout life. An adult came across a butterfly cocoon and brought it into a house and watched over it over the course of hours. As the butterfly struggled to break free from its confinement, it managed to create a small hole in the cocoon, but its body was too large to emerge. It tired and became still. Wanting to help the butterfly, the adult cut a slit in the cocoon with a pair of scissors, but the butterfly was small, weak, and its wings crumbled. The adult expected the insect to take flight, but instead, it could only drag its underdeveloped body along the ground. It was incapable of flying. The adult, in eagerness to help the butterfly, stunted its development. What the adult did not know is that the butterfly needed to go through a process of struggle against the cocoon to gain strength and fill its wings with blood. It was the struggle that made it stronger. This story is a reminder that while it's hard to watch those who we love struggle, often the best help we can provide is no help at all. By intervening or shouldering the burden ourselves, we rob those we care about the opportunity to grow and get stronger on their own. As a parent, a friend, a spouse, the natural instinct is to help. To help is hard to resist. We see our kids struggling in school, negatively interacting with other children through social media, or falling behind on the playing field, and we immediately want to step in and save them from the hardship. We want to offload their pain onto ourselves. However, by doing so, we're eliminating the circumstances that the people we love need for their own personal development. It's both instinctive and understandable to want to help, but most often, the best course of action is to wait and, like the butterfly, let the process unfold on its own terms and timeline. Sometimes the best gift we can give is to stand on the sideline shouting words of encouragement and support, but allowing the process of growth to run its own course and to allow the butterfly to emerge out of the cocoon on its own. Graduates, I am so proud of you. I have watched many of you emerge and become stronger because of your own personal struggles throughout the past few years. Your determination, hard work, charisma, competitiveness, and compassion are admirable. There's a line from Leonard Cohen's song Anthem that serves as a reminder to me when I get in that place where I'm trying to control everything and make it perfect. The line is, there's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. For years, I've run around spackling all of the cracks, trying to cover them up and make everything look just right. But we must remember the beauty of the cracks. Whether it be the stain on a dress, the mess in the house, the dent in the car door, the gas light on empty, messy desks, too tight jeans, or numerous teachers being absent with no subs, this line helps me remember the beauty of the cracks and the imperfections that exist in all of us and our everyday lives. So graduates, as you step forward on your life's journey, be thankful. Don't dwell on what you do not have. Be your best self. Continue to make us proud. Show gratitude, inspire others, embrace your imperfections. Don't spackle the cracks. Let the light shine in. Remember that our imperfections are not inadequacies. They don't define who we are. Embrace those imperfections and remember Robert II wrote, "The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Don't give up. Be kind and gentle to yourself on the road to discovering the imperfect but amazing you." Congratulations. Thank you. Mr. Spirito, for the presentation of the graduating class, it is my honor to certify that these 8th grade students have satisfied the course of study prescribed by the Hawthorne Board of Education, and at this time, I present them to you for the awarding of their diplomas. For the awarding of the diplomas, I would like to welcome back Mr. Salisbury, who will read the names of our graduates as Mr. Clavijo, Vice President of the Board of Ed, presents the diplomas to the members of this year's graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Salisbury.
Good evening. In order for all of our guests to hear the names of their son or daughter, we ask that everybody please wait for each row to receive their diploma before applauding. Uriel Acosta. Marlon Alarcon. Haziel Alfaro. Connor Arabia. Isabella Aranda. Jack Atanasio. Aiden Baird. Liana Badromowski. Brielle Backer. Jonathan Barbarisi. Brooke Bashard. Emma Bengu. Valeria Benitez. Vladimir Blazeski. Skylar Bowe. Maria Bonilla. Tatiana Bowden. Joseph Brzezinski. Amelia Bucheri. Bryn Bushoven. Devin Cambion. Serenity Campbell. Ajim Kane. Avery Cartagena. Valentina Castaldo. Brandon Castillo. Braden Chico. Matthew Cyrus. Isabella Cisneros. Dean Cohen. Randy Calandras. Sarah Conrad. Brody Corcoran. Jordy Corrales. Finn Craven. Abraham Cruz. Charlene Cruz. Jacob Cuevas Bernal. Emma Dahlia. Olivia Davies. Kathleen Davis. Annabella De Lucia. Okay. Anthony DeLallo. Jalen DeLellis. Damian Delval. Amelia Dewhurst. Jose Antonio Diaz. Mario DeMeo. Sierra Durr. Diego Dominguez. Jose Dominguez. Aiden Downing. Mackenzie Doyle. Nicholas Dragone. Alexa Duarte Iza. Hayden Edwards. Ann Elkanani. Jalen Espinal. Valerie Estrada Garcia. Jesus Exebio. Jaden Furman. John Flynn. Rafael Fontalvo. Andrew Galland. Mia Gammon. Jonathan Garcia. Jeremy Gaddy. Sebastian Gill. Nicholas Gomez. Jaden Gonzalez. Maya Gonzalez. Simone Green. Nicole Guerrero. Christopher Guerrero. Eunice Haj Mustafa. Caden Hahn. Alyssa Hammond. Farah Hassan. Andrew Hendra. Tamara Hens. Sienna Hernandez. Kaylee Hopper. Lucas Ibarra. Michael Jarquin. John Kenworthy. Jessica Kinahan. Jeremiah King. Victoria King. Miranda Kohler. Julia Korpix. Sophia Kozak. Michelle Lamps. Caitlin Lembo. Juan Ramon Leon. Cindy Lynn. Isabella Lopez. John Lopez. Jack Lorper. Charles Mankey. Nicholas Manzo. Zaid Maritok. Melanie March. John Marshall. Haley Martin. Ava Martinello. Cynthia Martinez. Andrew Maskell. Samaya Mason. Matthew Maxwell. Caleb Medic. Dylan Mejia. Jake Melendez. Addison Mena. Alton Meta. Ian Metzler. Kendra Michelle. Kai Miller. Marcello Matreski. Rocco Monica. Mia Morrison. Madeline Murphy. Caitlin Navarro. Diego Navarro. Emmanuel Navarro Mata. Haley Neeb. Ryan O'Gara. Michael Oliver. Gavin Anamara. Yariel Ortiz. Dominic Parlati. Jackson Parsons. Olivia Passero. Luana Pastor. Jalen Pakar. Serena Pacini. Natalie Pena. Nicole Pena. Amiley Polanco. Blake Priskinis. Brendan Radigan. Ethan Ramirez. Adina Riley. Brandon Renna. Yania Rodriguez. Jose Romero. Anthony Rosario. Jeremy Ruiz. Jafet Sanz Alpazar. Stephanie Sanchez Cornejo. Gabriela Santana. Grace Savino. Samantha Shillary. Gianna Scola. Hugh Shortway. Mason Seco. Brianna Simmons. Carter Soloway. Leandro Solorzano. Jordan Soma. Camille Swallow. Peter Zarka. Zaid Tahapsum. Sarah Teixeira. Aiden Tejada. Chloe Taraglia. Sasha Tirado. Nicholas Toby. Daniel Utter. Justin Vale. Isabella Valentine. Kiara Valverde. Sebastian Valverde. Gavin Van Buzekom. Joshua Vanderhook. Marielle Vanderpool. Suri Velu. Lola Villarreal. Ali Visayev. Jessica Walker. Sean Warner. Anaya White. Owen Willits. Catherine Williamson. Natalie Wolf. David Wu. Sabora Jafari. Adam Yunus.
So as we're waiting here right now for all the photos to finish up, I'm so thankful we had good weather. Yay, good weather!
So I apologize for the wait. I was tasked with reading out the names, which was very nerve-wracking for the first time. So I thank you, Mrs. Dever, for getting the crowd pumped up as we wait.
Good job, teacher. Ready? The audience, I'm already out of breath. I know. Getting windy out here. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lincoln Middle School class, graduating class of 2022. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Get home safely. Thank you. Bye.
With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness
This has been a presentation of Hawthorne Public Schools and Bears Broadcasting.